everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show to you about the happenings in my country because it's getting terrible day by day. Okay, so this is actually requested to me by the archangels to do readings, and yeah, let's proceed on with the readings. Alright, so for the first question, we're going to ask what will happen next to my country, which is Philippines. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so me be able to know what will happen next to my country, Philippines. Okay, they asked me to cleanse, so just go ahead and cleanse. Forgive the noise. Maybe it's a sign. It just reminds me of what's happening. Like whenever good things is happening, or somebody is saying mean things to current administration, somebody will bark or will become oppressive. Okay, abuse of power is what I sense. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so me be able to know what will happen next to my country. Another dimension. I'm sensing third party or third war. Very interesting. I kinda like sense Philippines versus American flag. Okay. There won't be any war against China. That's also what I sense. Is more likely what I sense here is about Philippines and Americans. Alright. Now, okay, they asked me to pull more. I kinda like feel like there will be rebels against the administration. Alright, so let's see what else do we have here. Angels and guides, so they asked me to cleanse again. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so me be able to know what will happen to my country, Philippines. Okay, I'm sensing the word mahina, which means weak. Why did I put it here? So the overall energy. Okay. I'm also sensing introverts. I'm also sensing Malacanang, which means our White House here in my country. I kind of like feel like something is plotting. That's what I sense. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and this is the outcome. Anyway, this is the outcome. So we're going to clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. I'm also sensing the word bitin, which means not enough. they're not good enough is what I sense. I kinda like sense that a lot of Filipinos might betray each other. I feel like somebody will be forced to speak up to clear their name. I'm also sensing somebody is watchful and manifesting downfalls. Another dimension. I really sense third party situation. Alright, and now we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, so here is the overall energy. For the overall energy, as you can see here, like there's no war that's going to happen, even if somebody could be forcing it to happen, because I kinda like see here like somebody will back off. Okay, this person will not fight. This could be with regards to the military, like they will not agree about the war. And anyway, I feel like good news, honestly. So to be honest, I don't feel like Filipinos is liking what's going on. They're not happy about the government, and I kinda like see here like they're looking for something else. They're not actually relying on the politicians that's currently here in my country, or even work government. Okay, so I kinda like feel baliktad, which means reverse. Okay, I kinda like see like what's happening in my country is that there's no money coming in. Like always, we're losing money, as you can see here, and I feel like they regret what they did. I feel like the one who will regret is those politicians that spent money on nothingness. Okay, and because of zero budget or not having money anymore, people will start to realize about it, like whether they like it or not, it will be brought out, that news that the money is gone. All right, the next one is here. So I kind of like see like I feel like corruption is growing. That's what's going on, as you can see. So I kind of like feel like it will push people to force the current president to go away. Like a lot of people are upset, angry. They wanna be free from this toxic government, and I feel like the government will lose its control over the Filipino people, and they will be forced to step out or resign. And after resigning, I kind of like see here that there will be another opportunity that will happen to my country, which is I kind of like feel election or choosing the next politician. Could be voting, honestly speaking. And with regards to the Tower in reverse, I kinda like see like there won't be any bloodshed, or if ever there is, it's not that terrible. Okay, so anyway, this is kinda like a good news for the Filipinos, because their wishes, their prayers have been granted by heaven. Okay, I feel like teary-eyed when I hold these cards. And I kinda like feel as well that there won't be any betrayal that will happen in the good side. Okay, it's more likely like the snakes, the crocodiles, whatever you call it, are the ones that will betray each other. Next thing that we have is this one. So I kinda like see like there will be a stressful situation, and I kinda like feel sorrow is what I sense. And I kinda like feel with the Hierophant, I kinda like feel like people are going to be aware or awakened if ever another person will be a victim of the oppression. Because let me remind you, like whatever had happened in the Davao, somebody died there. Okay, if ever someone again will die, I kind of like feel like people will become more awakened or will be angered over the situation to the point that they are hungry for a good person to be in the politics. That's what we have is this one. So I kind of like feel like what will happen to my country is that there is an agreement. I feel like between government officials, and I kind of like feel high powered energy. Okay, and I kind of like feel like with this one there won't be any harmony, like there will be this agreement over a contract because he wasn't able to grab something. Like there could be an agreement wherein some Filipino officials could have agreed on certain things and it's not being given to them, to the one who agreed in a contract. As in that we have, so as I told you before about that agreement, because with the 12 cups being here and this one, this is for me a contract. Okay, so that contract is broken because with the star being here, I kind of like feel like some people will fight to remove this contract, okay, for the peace. And this is what God wants, that contract will be erased or will be broken down because it is harassing people. Okay, so the next thing that we have is this one. So I kind of like see with this is that there will be imbalance in the government, and I kind of like feel like worry is coming forth. And with the 5 of Pentacles being in reverse, it just means like even though there are some things that's happening in the government, I feel like there are some government officials that are very stubborn who doesn't want to free their own seat. Okay, let me remind you that there is something that will happen that will push somebody to resign, right? It's in here, right? But there's still some government officials who are very stubborn, honestly speaking. That's what we have is this one. So what I see here, this is the outcome, by the way. So for an outcome, I kind of like see like somebody is wanting to take control or take charge over the Philippines. Okay, and I kind of like say that the reason why they wanna hold this country because of the Four of Wands, because of the reason like it's kind of like a mess up country, yes, but yet it's abundant in some way. And I feel like because of the reason like people are actually working hand in hand, people are good there and so on, they saw that they can take charge or take control of my country, honestly speaking. And the outcome that we have here is that there are offers that's happening in my country. This will happen again, but yet I kinda like see like because of what had happened in the current administration, people learned their lesson not to have any contract from a different country that tried to take charge, take control. Okay, and I feel like their intention is to ruin the country. That's what's happening. Okay. Anyway. Okay, do it later, they mention. So the next thing that we will do is check the stones. Alright, so for the stones, what I have here is the rose. So something will open up. And with the candy, I kind of like feel like this is more likely a manipulation. Like, people thought it's good. Okay, it's not bitter. And I kind of like feel like people will come to their senses, like whatever the offer is of the other government to my country is not really good. As in that we have, I feel like it's because they are heartless. And I feel like teary-eyed. Like, I kinda like see like there could be bloodshed that may happen, because let me remind you, if ever there is, it's not that critical. Like what happened lately, like only one died. And what will happen, maybe it's only a few people that may die because of something that might happen. So next thing that we have is this diamond, so it means money. We also have this one. So to be honest, what will happen next to my country is that whomever was bribed will get jailed. That's what's going to happen. And luck, wow, there is luck and a message, and also this one. Okay, I get the point. So there is jealousy that happened. Jealousy, because I seen this evil eye, so it just mean like somebody is jealous over someone, and that's the reason why somebody agreed about the bribing, agreed about the bad things that will happen in a certain compound. It's because whatever that compound is, it's actually a sign of luck. Like it has a luck. And with the message being here, so I kind of like feel like whatever is happening to that compound, it's something to do with an agreement. Okay, that in the future it will be broken down because it will not come true, since a lot of people are aware or got awakened and doesn't agree over what's happening in that certain compound. And all this is happening because of jealousy. And I feel like teary-eyed, honestly. So anyway, let's see what else. So we have the yay and no buts about it. So this has to do with the outcome that we have. So what will happen next is that could be that country again will try to brainwash, will try to have an agreement again, but yet people will not want it, because people will be already been happy without these people doing bad things. I feel like the reason why bad things has happened, it is definitely to awaken and to come to realization. Honestly speaking, a lot of people are actually realizing, like, if ever I can just turn back time, I will not do this and that, because I kind of like see that the reason why some people agreed with this current government, the reason why they voted this person is because they thought that there is goodness that will happen. Because let me remind you about this candy. Okay, this is the sweet tongue that has been said about the person that is trying to win the government, right? So I feel like because of these things that has happened, people doesn't want them anymore. People got tired of them. People are not listening to them anymore. People got aware and rebel against them. So as I told you with war, so I kinda like see like there will be people that will wake up, that will be upset, okay, of what happened, critical hit and chat. So this is what's going to happen. There will be a clash that will happen. And because of that clash, it's something terrible to the point that somebody will be forced to resign or to go away. So for a second time, it was shown, like, because people wanna be free, people are awakened, somebody will be forced to go away. I kinda like feel police first, honestly speaking. So anyway, I feel like good news, honestly speaking. So anyway, this is the theme. So for the overall theme, as I told you, people are awakened. They are actually regretful that they voted for a person that didn't do something good for my country. Okay, so I kinda like feel after this misfortune is that people will start to unite again, to rebuild the country. See? This is good. But yet, with the round and round, I feel this is with regards to the media, because to be honest with you, what's happening in my country is that the mainstream media is trying to hide the truth. They keep on lying and so on. To be honest, guys, even Sushan tells it already. Like, the mainstream media is manipulating things. Like, they are brainwashing people to believe in a certain thing that are definitely not true. Only few media now is, to be honest, saying something, but yet, there's some point that they're still undecisive. Like, their stories are back and forth. Let me remind you about what happened to Sushan's case. Like, even some readers are paid, right? They are actually in different stories. They're not sticking to one story alone. Okay, so that's not the reason why a divine asked me to do this reading, so that you'll be aware. So anyway, let's see what else. So they asked me to cleanse. Come, Holy Spirit, come. Please show to us what will happen next to my country. I will cleanse, clarify things. Alright, I kinda feel somebody will definitely be regretful and get rejected by others. Alright? So anyway, I feel like the truth will come out because we have the moon, which means the secrets, okay? So there will be a secret that will be revealed, and that's the reason why somebody will be forced to walk away, to resign. And it has shown even here. Like, the ending will be like somebody is moving out. So anyway, that's it for the first part. So let's see about the next question. Alright, so for the second part, we're going to ask what will happen to those media people that are spreading fake news. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next to the media that are spreading fake news or lies. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. Really forgive about the noise. Maybe it's a sign like somebody could be stopping the media from speaking the truth. That's what's going on. Anyway, let's see what else do we have here. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we be able to know what will happen next to the mainstream media that is speaking lies or spreading fake news. I feel like the good government will get rid of them soon. And I also sense that whatever that they did with regards to their news, it will not work in their favor. Like, a lot of people will definitely not trust the media because definitely if you lied, right? Do you expect people to believe in you if you get caught on with your lies, right? Anyway, let's see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next to the media. I feel like people will be aware what is fake news versus the truth. And okay, people will wake up is what I keep on sensing. And I feel like heavy tears, anxiety issue is also what I sense with regards to the media man, because nobody's watching them, nobody's believing them. If ever there is somebody that's watching, that can be a paid troll. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading and what's the outcome. I don't know why, but I sense malnourished, which is weird. Alright, so anyway, let's see. We will now clarify the cards. So they asked me to cleanse first. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. I'm sensing popularity and joy. Okay, maybe because of the reason like they could be popular in mainstream media or their network is heavy. I'm sensing anger energy. Like even people are now aware about the bully media is what I sense even. So anyway, this is the overall energy. So what we have here is that, yeah, this media is trying to control or manipulate the story. And with the Knight of Cups in reverse, so this is sad, guys, okay? Because the media doesn't care. They don't have feelings. All that they care about is money or getting bribed to spread the news. I believe it's not happening in my country only, but in different countries, right? That's what's happening. So I kind of like feel like what will happen next to them is that because of the reason like for them money matters, it will be their downfall because of their heartlessness. Okay, it resonates with the overall energy. Next thing that we have is this one. So another thing that will happen to them is that money will definitely be a problem to them. They could be thinking like there is a future for their company and so on, but I kind of like see like there will be problems with regards to money, with regards to their agency, because of the reason like, look at this one. The truth is still there. Like they cannot distort the truth. That's what's happening. And with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like that's also the reason why their business isn't going well. Because of the reason that they have a bad reputation. And people are awakened, meaning the people got aware. Like the media is being used as a tool to hide the truth, as you can see. And with regards to this one, I kind of like see like they will be in sorrow. I kind of like feel it's more on spiritual warfare or something. Like they don't have, I feel like you will see them partying, but they are doing this because of the reason like they are hopeless within, like they are lonely within. And some people tend to drink, right, whenever they are sad. So I kind of like feel there will be partying that will be happening inside the media because of the loneliness that they feel, that, you know, their business isn't going well because of the reason like they cannot distort the truth, or they cannot make the people believe the lies, okay, that they are spreading. So they will be rejected by people. And not only that, some people or some businesses that request a commercial and so on, they will remove themselves from this media because they don't have that power anymore. If before people look highly on the mainstream media, now no, they are rejected. So since they don't have that power anymore to manipulate and so on, they are losing trust even the businesses that request commercials. There won't be any commercial for them. Next thing that we have is this one. So another thing that will happen to them is that their future is not good because of their greediness, because of their bad behavior. And with the emperor being here, I kind of like feel like even though bad things is happening in the media, these people will still be stubborn. Like for them, money matters. For them, you have to pay them so that they will say something. And so these people, the mainstream media will not actually listen to God. They will not change. They will still be the same. I feel like God will give them on some point a chance to change, but sad to say, they didn't change. They still can be bribed. They still will accept, partnerships to spread lies and rumors whatsoever. So the outcome for the media, definitely an issue with money is what will happen. And I kind of like see that another thing that will happen to them is no one will listen to their manipulations, because the truth will come out. It reminds me of this one. Because of the truth coming out, they will definitely have issues with regards to trying the best that they can to distort the truth. I kind of like feel same goes with what happened to Sushan's case. It reminds me of this. Okay. Anyway, the last outcome that we have here is this one. So this is sad for them. Okay. Why? Because they will not stand in their power. Even though we have an emperor here, I kind of like feel like the symbolism of this one is just stubbornness, that they will keep on, pushing toward, like, they think highly of themselves. They still feel like they're still grounded, they still have a business. But whether they like it or not, they will be put onto a test over and over again. And they keep on doing the wrong things, to the point that there will come a time wherein this, I kind of like feel civil war, to be honest with you. And I kind of like feel to the point that they will lose even their business. I feel like even their mind, like their business isn't going well, and it will keep on pushing them to come to realization, like whatever that they did in the past, they use their power to manipulate and so on. They will come to realize that they shouldn't have done it, because if they didn't do it and people will still believe in them, then money will still, be in their favor. But since no one wants to listen to them, their power is gone and so on, their business is not good anymore. So anyway, let's see what else do we have here. I feel like, okay, they don't want to pull yet. Okay, they want me to push forward with that one. I kind of like feel like anger really is coming to a point. I almost forgot the stones, so let's see about the stones first. Maybe that's what's happening to them, like they don't know what to do and so on. They don't know how to persuade people to believe in them anymore. So yeah, they are wearing a mask, like they are fakes. They're spreading fake news. So 10 is in reverse here. So as I told you, they don't really want changes. So certain bad things is happening to them. They're not really grounded is what I sense. The reason why they're not changing, because they believe to themselves that they are very smart. And they are smart on, accepting money, accepting bribe to spread lies and rumors, or to be controlled by people who has money. And we have this mirror here, so I kind of like feel like people will see them for who they are as a person, that they are definitely heartless. And with the sun being here and this snake, okay, so I kind of like feel like people will compare the truth speakers versus the snakes. You also have this one, so yeah, they try to manipulate. And with the house in reverse, I feel like they're manipulating because even the house or these people who paid them, because their reputation is falling down, it will not work anymore because people are definitely awake with the sun being here. And with the dog in reverse, it just mean, guys, that some people are loyal to mainstream media, but yet these people will become awakened to the point that they will lose loyal people who watches them. Because even those people, they don't believe in the mainstream media anymore because of the lies that they spread. So we have retarget being here and this one. So I kind of like feel like there will come a time where in this media will have no choice but to retarget their target. What do you mean by that? Meaning, if ever somebody asks them, hey, target this one, and no one believes in them anymore, right? So they will be forced on to change their target. That's what's going to happen, and leave whatever it is that they can't defend. So I feel like what will happen next to this mainstream media is that they are being watched. Okay, they're being watched, but not because they are fans and so on, but because, people will just criticize them over what they're doing. And because of the great lies, so the truth and the false are going to attack each other, right? So people will wake up because of this, because of whatever the media is showing, to be honest, is different from what others are showing. Right? So even here in this card, it's being shown like this mainstream media are greedy, honestly. So what will happen next to this media is somebody will betray them. Somebody will say like this media are being paid, and because of it, there will be in this critical situation where nobody will trust them. Because somebody is watching this media and somebody will speak the truth against this mainstream media like they are being paid. That's the reason why they're not speaking their truth. So anyway, this is what will happen next. So I kinda like feel like because the media is being controlled by money, this is what's happening. I kinda like feel sadness here, like they will have less opportunities. They cannot brainwash people anymore. And with this fork in the road, I kind of like feel like there will come a time where this media will be given a chance by God to change. Because we see it here. We see it here in one of the readings that they're being given a chance to change. I can't see it anymore. There was this one. Okay, they're being given a chance to change. Okay, some may accept, some may not, but it's really up to them if they will change or not. So anyway, let's see what else. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next to the mainstream media in the Philippines. Okay, I feel like the truth speaker may become popular, guys. Okay, and I feel like sadness, okay, and great manipulations or manifestations. So again, this is with regards to the contract. I feel like people will lose interest because these medias can be bribed. Alright, So, before we saw this Three of Cups in upright, but yet now we're seeing this Three of Cups in reverse. Alright, so I kinda like feel with regards to this mainstream media, they will be sad. Actually, the mainstream media will not, what they call this, they will not close their business, okay? They will keep on pushing forward even if it hurts. And sad news, guys, that this mainstream media will not change because we see it here. They're so prideful, they think that they're smart, they think this and that, okay? So they continuously do that kind of business of being heartless or being paid to not to speak the truth anymore, and so on. So because of it, people are aware, people are not happy on what they're saying, okay? They will be known as somebody who is bribed. So anyway, that's it for this reading, guys. So let's push forward to another question. Alright, so for the last question, we're going to ask what will happen next to the oppressors, alright? So let's see about the overall theme. Okay, they asked me to cleanse first, so just go ahead and cleanse. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next. To those people who oppress, please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. I feel like whatever that they're doing, it will just backfire back to them. I'm also sensing Karasan, which means like they're doing bad things on others, or they're spreading terror. Maybe this is with regards to the policeman in the vow. Another dimension. I'm also sensing third party situation. So it means involvement of different countries. Anyway, so let's see what else. Katie asked me to cleanse again. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next to these people who are oppressive. I'm sensing the song Ang Saad Bot Bot, which means whatever is said is a lie. So let's see what else do we have here. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so may be able to know what will happen next to those people who oppress in my country. I'm sensing popular joy and fulfillment, and I feel like there will be a war that's going to happen. Okay, so anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading and what's the outcome. I'm going to clarify the cards. Angels and guides, okay, they asked me to cleanse first. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we be able to know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. I kinda like sense the word war freak. I feel like somebody might go to jail because of the war that will happen in that compound is what I feel. So the angels tell me that they ask for this reading so people will be aware what is about to happen. So anyway, this is the overall energy. So for the overall energy, I kind of like see like there is definitely money involvement there. And with this 7 of Wands, I feel like remember that in the first reading there is a contract, right? So with regards to that contract, somebody will pay a high price so that the compound will be taken over. Okay, so the intention of that attack is because they want to grab that compound. So that's the overall energy. So first card that we have here is that, to be honest with you, they want to take control, take charge of that compound. And that's currently what's happening as of this time. With the 7 of Cups being here, it's because of a contract. I feel like it has to do with the Afghans that are being taken here in my country. And that certain country actually kind of like wanting people to be aware that they're trying to help these individuals here, and they're plotting to place these individuals in that compound. And I don't feel like this is what God wants. I kind of like feel like this is something like God doesn't want to happen, honestly speaking, because those people, those foreigners have different culture, and it will definitely destroy the culture of my country. That's also the reason why. And I also feel like it's also the reason why God doesn't like, because that compound is a religious compound, and definitely God doesn't like it to happen. So with the Queen of Cups being here, so there's definitely a contract that injustice will happen. But with the Queen of Cups being here, I kind of like feel like this is with regards to these people that have this kindness within, that cares for the country and so on. So this contract, this injustice will be, what do you call this, will not be agreeable towards these people that are kind-hearted, honestly speaking. And because of it, they cannot take over with regards to that compound. If ever they will take over it, then people with a good heart will fight over that compound, honestly speaking. And I kind of like feel like the government is worried that they cannot fulfill whatever the other government wants to happen, to be honest, or whatever that other country wants to happen. And I feel like sadness over there, honestly speaking, because they cannot take control, as I told you. Because with the High Priestess being reversed, like they cannot actually force people, they cannot distort the truth, they cannot make people believe on certain things. And I feel like if ever they push it forward, it will just make people be aware. So what will happen next to those oppressors is that they will not be happy. Like they will become guilty, because first of all, whatever that they're fighting against God, because first of all, that compound is a religious compound. It's like a spiritual warfare already. Okay, that they are targeting. And look at this one, there's no way that they can force people to go away from that compound. And look at this one, I feel like whether they like it or not, the truth will come out. So maybe this is oppressors are trying to hide the truth about their intentions, about what's happening. Okay, they're trying to prove to people like what they're doing is right. But to be honest with you, because they oppress too much, it will, awaken people to come to realization like what's happening is not good anymore, because they're hurting people, they're taking away somebody's properties, and so on. So what will happen to them next? This is actually sad for I feel like this is more likely about the policeman that follows the bad what do you call this? The bad orders, okay? Some of them are married already. They are definitely having these blessings, but those blessings like having a family will be taken away from them. Okay, because of the reason like they're breaking the law, they're oppressing people. Maybe the one who died has a family, and that's the reason why it will happen to them. Their family will break. If ever not family, their love life will not go well. So this is the outcome that we have here. So far in the outcome, so what will happen to these oppressors? They will go to jail whether they like it or not, because they oppress others there. I feel like somebody's behind them, honestly speaking. And I feel like people are aware that the attacks are not good anymore, and they will be forced on to release themselves or to remove themselves from whatever oppression they are doing because of an order. As you can see, an order that they will go to jail whether they like it or not. So that could also be the reason why their family will be broken, because they will be forced on to go to the court to defend themselves, and they will end up in jail because first of all they oppress others. Next that we have is this one. So as I told you, people will fight. As you can see, the oppressors. And whomever will fight is somebody who's good-hearted and somebody who's oppressors. So I feel like some people might die or might pass away because of this fight that will happen. But yet I kind of like feel like God let it happen so that people will get aware that whatever is happening in the vow is something serious. It's not just finding for something, or just a simple arrest warrant. No, it's not. It's actually occupying a compound for the sake of another another set of people to go to that compound. It's not going to happen because people will fight for their compound. Okay, and sadly those people are good. Good people are getting oppressed there. Alright, so anyway, let's see what else. Okay, I almost forgot the stones again. Okay, they asked me to cleanse. Another dimension to me. So anyway, we have the 4 in reverse. It just means like their institution will not work out. There could be disband from the police part, honestly speaking. And we also have this one, so they cannot manipulate, because unicorn, let me remind you, unicorns are not really true, right? They cannot force something that is not true to be true. So whether they like it or not, the truth will definitely come out over the oppression that's happening there. So sadly, there is something that will happen that will definitely be not good. Like a lot of people will cry, a lot of people will definitely care for the oppressed. And that's also the reason why, this oppression will not work out. This oppression will be forced to break. So we have the no, so they cannot take over that compound. And the money, so there's definitely agreement, like a country paid them to take control over that compound, but it will not happen. So we have this one, because somebody will definitely rescue the oppressed. Okay, anyway, we also have this one. So the oppressors definitely thought that it's a good amount of money and so on. So there's betrayal that's happening, honestly speaking. So some people will betray for the sake of money, but I feel like even though they're trying to distort the truth, it will not work out. So we also have this O here, which is a symbol of the Fool card. We also have this gold. Okay, so I kind of like feel like people will wake up, or they will become aware that the oppressors are not really good, honestly speaking. Like, they are cold-hearted. That's also the reason why they will not bite into the trap, or they will not bite into the false media or false news. So we have the 3 in reverse. We also have, okay, so for the 3 in reverse, it just means like the third party will back off because they cannot acquire that certain compound, because people will fight. As you can see, people will fight for justice. People will fight for their freedom, will fight for their compound, because that is a place where they worship, where they go to school, and as well as that is a place where they live. So with this one, this is sad actually, because the piece is in reverse, meaning there war that's going to happen there. But with this one in reverse and this question mark in reverse, so to be honest with you, some oppressors will realize that what are we doing? Like, some policemen there will question about the commands of their commanders, because it's not right anymore, and they will cry. They will become guilty. Those good policemen there, they will cry, to be honest. Okay, so anyway, let's see what will happen next. So with the queen being good deal, so there's definitely a deal that happened. Okay, and I kind of like see like with the future is bleak. So I kind of like feel with regards to this deal, the future isn't going to be good. Like, that deal is not good at all for the people, honestly. So with the queen bee being here, so there could be a girl that's involved with a deal. Maybe it's with regards to the wife of the president, because some people say like the wife is in control and not the president. Okay, maybe that's the meaning of that one. And with the slippery pose, so as I told you, somebody will betray. I feel like somebody that's belonging on that compound will betray, so that people will actually side on the wrong instead of the good. But yet, these people will not win, because people will fight for justice, as you can see here. And because people will fight for justice, that's the reason why their plan on occupying the compound will fall. It will not be a good deal. Okay, so really big thing. Okay, so as I told you, somebody will get accused and will go to jail, as you can see. I feel like the reason why is because they're being heartless. Okay, so that's the reason why they are being accused of certain things, and that compound is being protected by heaven, because as I told you, with this really big ring, it's more likely God's energy. Like, remember, like, God is bigger than anyone else. God is the highest of all, right? And God is in control and not them. So whether they like it or not, God is protecting that compound, and the occupying of the compound will not happen, because people will be upset over them occupying the compound. Like, people will fight for their rights. Okay, so the oppressors think like they're going well. Okay, they are happy. They're doing this thing. They're oppressing others. But the truth be told, as you can see, so there will be truth that will come out, and it will force them not to do this anymore, this oppression, because whatever that they're doing is not peace anymore, it's war already. So not for you is in reverse. So they're really trying the best that they can to acquire something that's not for them. And I kind of like feel this is with regards to whatever the angels told before. Remember that I post on my channel what the angels told her in whatever belongs to God belongs to God, right? And they cannot take it. Okay? So I kind of like feel failure of the oppression because there's injustice that happened. So with the chaos and conflict, so sad to say guys, these oppressors will continuously do this chaos and conflict because of the milk and honey, which means they didn't receive the reward yet because they wasn't able to occupy the place. And that's the reason why they are harassing others, because they want to get this money, this honey. They want to get the prize. Okay, but they can't because the people is fighting for their rights. The people, I feel like, are aware, or they wake up. They are aware. They already waken up to the truth that, this policeman will not stop. But some policemen are aware already that what they're doing is wrong and they're crying. And let's just hope that this policeman will change. This policeman will not oppress others. Okay? So anyway, let's see what will happen next. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may be able to know what will happen next to the oppressors. Okay, they asked me to cleanse first, so just go ahead and cleanse. I'm sensing the song. I forgot the title, but it's Step's song, One for Sorrow. I think that's the song. So, I sense the song because of the reason that these people live in the KOJC, they used to believe that the president now will do something good for the country. Yet, what happened now is not good. So that's why I sense the first stanza, which says, I wanted your love, but look what it's done to me. So that's a line that I sense. So anyway, here is the other card. So I kind of like feel sadness here. So as I told you, they are sad that they cannot acquire the prize because they wasn't able to occupy the compound. Because people are awakened, as I told you before, they are awakened that this is not about the arrest warrant anymore. This is more likely about occupying. So they cannot fool others. And because of that, because they are heartless and so on, because they're not in justice side, it's not being given to them. And the money will not be given to them. They oppress too much, so what will happen is that, as I told you, some of them may go to jail because of the oppression that's happening there. So anyway, that's it guys with regards to today's reading. I hope that this may give you all some insight